man asked about my wardrobe, you know. I hope you're not trying to mock, man, you know. Because I had a couple people in the comment section talk about, his wardrobe's looking mad, or his background is mad. Someone must have said, don't listen to nothing this guy says. He's broke. You can just tell by his background and that, fam. Just because my wardrobe's all old and mash up and broke up, that ain't got nothing to do with my net worth. That does not reflect my net worth. And when you truly got money and that, you don't care if you look poor. I made a video about this, doing a reaction video. There's a big man, black man in America, and he was talking about when you've got money and like people who are well off and that, they don't care about looking poor. It's the people them who truly are poor, they need to keep up some sort of standard and some sort of image and that. So in regards to my wardrobe, if we looked at the RRP recommended retail price and that, how much I spent on all of my clothes, if we calculated how much I spent, like all the clothes brand new and that, I'd say probably scrape £2,000. Yeah, all the jackets and whatnot that I got in my wardrobe, tracksuit bottoms and whatever in it, yeah. £2,000. In terms of trainers, I mean, I'm a madman. You can even see in my video where I'm touring you lot around my house before I went and showed you lot my other properties and that. I'll buy trainers in threes. So my trainers, £1,000 max, I'm trying to say. But yeah, I don't care about clothes. I don't care about wearing Balmain, Balenciaga, Gucci. Obviously, if you've watched me for more than 4 videos and that, you know I don't care about none of that stuff. Like, obviously I do have the money, but yeah, I don't care about wearing designer stuff. My girl bought me a Versace robe. That's probably going to be in a box for a very long time. Cause me, I don't, you know what I'm saying, innit? So, but I do know other people. So one time I was watching, I think it was the Fresh and Fit podcast, and they must have said something, and it took me back to a time when a man said something, and I'm like, yeah, you're on a joke thing, fam. You're bragging about the wrong thing. So Myron from the Fresh and Fit podcast, the host, he must have said to a chick, imagine you met a guy and he was bragging about how much his wardrobe costs and that. You would think he's quite feminine, innit? And I thought to myself, I know a man. Yeah, he don't come across like he's feminine. He comes across normal, innit? But I remember a man I know said to me, yeah, like he's bragging, like, yeah, I got a wardrobe that's worth 20 grand. And when he said that to me, I was thinking to myself, yeah, but you ain't got no fucking property, blood. Like, that was a few years back and the wardrobe was probably expanded. So now it's probably worth 25 grand, 30 grand. In that time, you still have not purchased any properties. And me, who's the same age as you, is sitting on 4. You see, those clothes that you got, they cannot house your children. But the properties that I've got, I can house my children. If I have a son and a daughter, or 2 sons or 2 daughters, if I really wanted to, not that I would do this, but I could make one of them live at that flat and then the other one live at the flat opposite. Because dad has put in the work years before they came into existence. So yeah, man them out here bragging about their wardrobe, blood, you're moving like a gal. That is very feminine. And the person I know, they don't come across feminine and that, but they got feminine ways about them. Like, I must have mentioned something about some olive oil spray, like hairspray. It's like a sheen spray. And man was like, oh man, forget using that. Let me show you some real, like, you know, hair products or whatever. Man brought down a whole box full of hair products and showing me all the different hair products. I'm like, how the fuck you got so much hair product? Bro, I got one, which is an olive oil hairspray. Furthermore, me, I'm like an animal. I'm a fucking caveman. I used to put baby oil in my hair, blood. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, blood. I put baby oil on my face. I don't give a shit about these things. Yeah, I'm not a sweet boy, blood. I'm not a pretty boy, blood. I don't care about having a skincare routine, wardrobe for 20 grand, or I've got a shoe collection worth 3 grand. Man's got a heels collection. Blood, I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit, man. I'm a grown-ass, Clark man. And you will never hear my stepdad talking about his wardrobe collection is worth this much. So, yeah, answer the question, my wardrobe's probably worth about 2 grand. The reason why the wardrobes are so mash up and old and that, basically, I used to rent out a room like in my property and that, innit? So obviously I had the wardrobes in there for the tenant, so for the lodger. So yeah, those are just the wardrobes that I had at the time, and I never bothered to buy any brand new wardrobe. And I'm not going to as well, because I'm gonna convert my house into 2 separate flats. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy no new wardrobes, because once the conversion's done and I refinance the property, which means pull out money, I'm gonna buy a house that's close to like Harlow, somewhere on the outskirts of North London or East London, just so I'm like 30 minutes away from Edmonton in good traffic and that. So yeah, man, that's it for today, man. Stay while it's done, man.